Hi, everybody. Welcome to Breaking It Down, our weekly look at the highlights of the Wampus Cat football games. I'm your host, Jeff Matthews. Thanks to Conway Regional Health System for sponsoring Breaking It Down and all of Wampus Cat football. Cats on the road for the first game of the conference season against the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks. They come in 1-2. We come in 0-3. First time since 2008 that the Cats have lost their first 3 games of the regular season. We'll kick it off in the first quarter and watch the first half highlights right now.
Quarterback. And the first play of the night is a handoff to McCall Dale. McCall to the 23.
We talked about it on the way up here tonight. Would love to see McCalldale just have a breakout game and get things going. I'd love to see all of these running backs do that.
With no running backs on this play. Pass is complete. Catch is made by Brendan Ulrich. Their quarterback is number 16, Graves Schmidt. Their version of the Rhino package doesn't do anything. Direct snap to Tate Gatewood, and he hands it off. Up tonight, being in the stands. Schmidley looks to throw. Knocked away. That's a fantastic play by Will Kennedy. Pass was intended to be able to get to know these parents. All right, big play. Schmidley looking to throw and does over the middle. Intended for Hawkins Smith. Hits him in the fingertips, and it falls to the turf. So it is 4th down and 10. So the first 3rd down and long that the Cats faced, they were able to at least keep it from being a 3rd down. Teague to throw. Throwing deep for Marquise Pleasant. You saw it happen live on Conway Corp Channel 5. Teague. That gives a little bit of room to Michael George. Running hard. Michael George still on his feet to the 43-yard line. Smidley's pass is complete. Hawkins Smith. Kennedy steps up and makes the stop. They'll play quickly. 3rd down and long. Cats trying to stop them. And they will. Quarterback draw, and it goes nowhere. 4th down. Gatewood. Stopped by Gentrell Taylor. He got in the backfield and made the stop. The Gentrell Taylor story continues to be told. Taylor, a 6'6", 228-pound quarter. 2nd and 10, no score. There is a short pass that is complete to Marquise Pleasant. Pleasant to the 37-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the chains. Returns. And so see him catch a couple of tonight is looking good. And Michael George is looking good. George cuts it upfield. Michael George inside the 20-yard line. Michael George in the backfield, and he will get the handoff and move to the right. George to the 20. George inside the 10. Did he get the pylon? He did not. The one official wanted to call it the Rhino package. McCall Dale, he steps into the end zone untouched, and the Wampus Cats are on the board first. Cameron Tilley on to kick off into that beautiful sunset. Man, that's gorgeous. And the kick is pretty too. And the Cats lead 7-0 over the Mavericks. 11:24 to play in the first half. We take 2nd down and 5. Fumble. A lot of Cats are saying it's Conway football. So are the officials. Mark that down. 8:33 to go in the first half, and a turnover gives the football to the Wampus Cats. Chris Anderson and Jack Pillow all in the game. Harper loses the football. We'll see who comes up with it. Back, and they were all 3 in the game there to block. Graves Schmidley throwing deep. Catch is made. So following the turnover, it is going to be a touchdown. That's a 64-yard touchdown pass. Turnover immediately turns into points for Southside. Handoff. That's Dixon. Stopped at the 30-yard line. Logan Camp. Thanks. 3rd down and 2. Squad goals are to make a stop at the first down marker. It is going to be close. Schmidley. Gatewood. Tate Gatewood with a nice run. He is brought down by Eric Webster at the 35-yard line. 22 to go. Fumble. Snap goes through the end zone. Promise. Handoff to Kobe Rogers. Rogers with a big run. We have not seen much of him tonight. Loose ball. Did the Cats get a turnover? The referee that's right in front of us. The official is not indicating that it was a turnover. They are now. What a break for the Cats. So much for just letting the time run out. 1:02 to go. They get a turnover. Zach Hurd in motion. Teague will throw. Pressured. Runs away from it. Parker Teague. Teague. Pushed down inside the 5-yard line. Parker Teague, the senior, with a huge run. Wasn't? Well, that could have been disastrous. The snap came just as Marquise Pleasant was going past. Brandon Moss snaps the ball to Parker Teague. Parker in trouble, and he is thrown down at the 16-yard line. They're there. Teague throws over the middle. Touchdown! Marquise Pleasant hauls it in from Parker Teague. That's a big-time catch from number 7.
Instead of ending the first half with a field goal.
Cameron Tilley is 11 for 11 on extra points this year, and the Cats lead 14-9. They capitalize on the turnover. Huge play from Parker Teague to Marquise Pleasant.
It's halftime, and the Wampus Cats lead the Southside Mavericks 14-9. A balanced offensive attack for the Cats, 80 yards passing and 72 yards rushing so far. Cats defense playing really well, only giving up 9 points, but 2 of those were on the safety that happened when the snap went through the end zone. And that's a defense that's missing Donald Joshua. The starter on the defensive line is out. The guys replacing him are playing really well, from Jalen Flood getting some different looks, Gentrell Taylor getting a start, all looking really good on defense. Cats lead 14-9. We'll have the second half, see if they can get off this 0-3 mark and get the first victory of the season. The second half highlights are next on Breaking It Down on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional, our quality, your trust.
You're watching Breaking It Down on Conway Corp Channel 5. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thanks to our friends at Conway Regional Health System for sponsoring Wampus Cat football and Breaking It Down. We look at the highlights each week. Cats are on top 14-9 as we go to the second half in Fort Smith, trying to get this first win of the season over the Mavericks tonight. We'll see how the second half plays out right now.
Hand off to Gatewood. Gatewood just a sophomore, but some good size. He makes his way over the 30-yard line. Cameron King, good to see Cameron stepped up. He made
For hitting these marks every game.
Gatewood stopped short. Boy, the Wampus Cat defense with a great stand to begin the third quarter. Michael George crosses the 40-yard line. Handoff. That's Zach Hurd. Hurd to the 48-yard line. To us. Schmidley will look to throw his direction. He makes the catch inside the 20-yard line. Darnell Washington was there in coverage. Handoff and a touchdown. So, yeah, definitely a break and field position there. See what the Cats can do with it. Boy, I tell you what, I would just continue to put the ball in that guy's hand. This time,
Conway in the opposing territory.
Van Hoos again, dropped at the 25-yard line. Van Hoos between the guards and into the end zone. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. Kip Van Hoos. Schmidley, their senior quarterback. Handoff. Nowhere to go until the arms of Gentrell Taylor playing that. Schmidley throws. Pass is complete. Eric Webster makes the tackle on Hawkins Smith, who got open. And on 3rd down and 13, a big 3rd down conversion given up by the Wampus Cat defense. Schmidley will hand off. Missing Thomas Cloyd. Loose ball.
I think he got it back.
I do too. Guys in white that we need to make some plays here. Schmidley looking deep. Flag comes in. Second down, Schmidley. Pass is complete to Wyatt. Darnell Washington slows him down. Logan Camp comes over and helps Darnell Washington make the stop. It is third down. Graves Schmidley pressured, throws, looking for Ulrich. It's incomplete. No flags on the field. It is fourth down. The Wampus Cat defense with a big stop. Play this last 10.5 minutes in a way that's going to get them a victory. Marquise Pleasant, a fantastic catch. Parker Teague threaded the needle. Marquise makes the catch. Will Kennedy in the game. He gets the handoff. Looking for a block. Crosses the 35-yard line. It will be third down and short. That's Morton. Graves Schmidley. Passes complete to Ulrich. Will Kennedy comes in and makes the stop. Play. Handoff. Dixon. Stopped by Nick Fletcher. Second down. Dixon again. Flag comes in. Boy, Dixon ran right into Nick Fletcher, it looked like. 15. Schmidley. Pressured. Throws. Ulrich makes the catch, and Will Kennedy makes the stop at the 48-yard line. It is short of a first down. No movement if they don't have enough people on the line. That might be what it is. Marquise Pleasant back in the game. Makes the catch. Is knocked out of bounds. Clock will continue to run. 5.5 to go. Michael George moved the chains for the Wampus Cats. A Conway Regional Health System first down. The Cats have played some thrilling football games. Parker Teague looking deep for Joe Thomas. Big Joe Thomas had it in his hands. It was knocked loose by Prince Roden. Low snap. Teague rolls and throws. Complete to Jack Pillow. Jack puts a shoulder down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Teague throws. Pass was intended for Will McKenna. It falls incomplete. No flag on the play.
And your final score, Fort Smith Southside 23, Conway 20. It's another loss for the Cats, 0-4 for the first time since 2008 when they lost their first 5 games of that season. 4 losses by a total of 23 points. Wampus Cats are in every one of these games, just can't get over the hump. Total yards, 373 for Fort Smith Southside to the Cats 250. Parker Teague, 7 of 17 for 111 yards through the air and 1 touchdown. Marquise Pleasant had a fantastic game, 2 of the best catches you're going to see. He had 5 overall for 89 yards, including a touchdown. Michael George carried the way on the ground, 14 carries for 102 yards for the junior Michael George. Defensively, Logan Camp had 10 tackles. Nick Fletcher had 9. Gentrell Taylor, 2 more sacks. He's got 6 sacks so far in the season in 4 games. He has really proven to be a force up front. Again, great story with Gentrell, just playing his 4th football game ever. He's been a basketball player his whole life, starting to play football, and he's figuring out the game for sure. Kip Van Hoos, also want to mention Kip, 6 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. That's the Wampus Cats conference opener. Their home opener of the conference season is this Friday night against North Little Rock. The Charging Wildcats come to town, and they are rolling. So this could be a really interesting game. We'll see if the Wampus Cats can get over the hump against a team that is playing some great football. It's going to be a tough test, and we'll have the broadcast for you, of course, on Conway Corp Channel 5. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to Conway Regional Health System for sponsoring Breaking It Down on Conway Corp Channel 5.
When someone you love is in the hospital, you want to feel helpful. So you do what you can to make them feel better. And you want to ensure they have the best care possible. That's why you trust Conway Regional. We've invested $100 million in new facilities, services, and technologies to become the most complete and comprehensive healthcare system in our area. It's why we're consistently named the region's most preferred hospital. Conway Regional. Our quality, your trust.